profile this week is JK Rowling's. Now, or actually JK Rowling. I always want to say JK Rowling's. I have no idea why, but it's JK Rowling, and she's very. She has a very interesting chart, to say the least. However, it does explain exactly why she's where she is today. She has the arrow of the intellect, which is all three of the mind plane numbers. She also has the arrow of determination and the arrow of spirituality. So anyone with all the mind plane numbers is, destined to write something. They're destined to create something of the mind, something imaginative, something creative. And she's actually the expressive artist, which is, in fact, that type of artist that is not your typical painting, sculpting, drawing, that kind of thing. It's more of acting, singing, dancing, writing, the expressive art forms. So she was, right off the bat, that is her calling. However, if you break down her month and her day and add it together, and reduce to a single, well, you don't have to reduce it because it's 7 plus 3 plus 1 is 11. And in this case, we don't reduce the 11 because 11 is a master number. So she has an 11 as her gift, and then her year shows her the how. How is she going to share her gift with the world? It's a 3, which is inspiration and imagination. It's all about sharing imagination. So the 11 is highly creative. 11 energy is not only the spiritual guide energy, it's very much the mentor type energy, but it's also very highly creative. So she's got the highly creative gifts with the how of the inspirationalist or the imaginative one. So she was destined right from the get-go. She even says in her biography that she started writing for her sister when she was very young, just to entertain her. So definitely looking at her cycles, she really was meant to hit her path and her purpose a little bit later, because if you look at her cycles, they were more live and learn in the beginning. She had an 11-2, which is more inward growth, and then she went into a 7 cycle, which is more about hindsight learning, a lot of personal experience in a short amount of time, really racking it up and putting wisdom under your belt. So it's like, I won't do that again, or here we go again, same crap, different pile. So it's really attracting the same patterns over and over again and reliving a lot of the life lessons just to get the wisdom. And then from 49 to 58, she was in a 9, which 9 energy is all about high change on every level, change where you live, who you're with, career, the whole 9 yards. You see at least a tweak or a shift. So between that time, she was definitely in the zone with changing into her life path and her life purpose. And then from 58 onward is the peak cycle of 10, which is the mentor, the number of communication. So I really don't know if she's done yet, because that's the number of communication, and it is the mentor, but I suspect she'll be using it more as the number of communication, which is writing, which is her passion, which is her purpose. So it's an interesting one. And she's also a Leo, which a lot of Leos are in the spotlight. They like to be in the spotlight, and she certainly is, for sure. So her destiny is definitely written in the numbers. So tune in next week, and we'll have another celebrity spotlight here on LotteryUSA.com.